Brotherhood of the Cross and Star, under the divine leadership of leader Olumba Olumba and his Christ, His Holiness Olumba Olumba invites you to journeys to the Promised Land. Come, you may meet someone that will change your life forever for the better, taking it step by step.
Racism is still an important factor in our society. There is still discrimination. There's still barriers to opportunity. But I think what's important to note is that Dr. King went down to Memphis as part of the poor people's movement. And he recognized the link between economic justice and racial justice. On the economic front, we just found out that last month we lost 80,000 jobs. Over 200,000 so far this year. So often that is disproportionately impacting African Americans and Latinos. Having an agenda that ensures economic justice, that everybody can get the Promised Land.
And we as a people will get to the Promised Land. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
South Africa and Nigeria have some of the fastest growing markets in the world right now because of the oil prices, as is true with Venezuela and Brazil.
Come out of her, my people.
And so by taking advantage of our natural affinity for people of African descent, there's a lot of opportunity there.
And while he knew somewhere deep in his bones,
Dr. King said, we as a people will make it to the Promised Land.
that he would not get there with us. He knew that we would get there.
But most people think that's some kind of hypothetical statement. But he was talking about real Promised Land. And that is where we are going. Back to our forefathers' land. That was our promise. And we were only promised to be here for 400 years. But we have been here for 449 years. So it's time now to go to the real Promised Land.
All right. Thanks for sharing.
Come out of her, my people.
The Promised Land.
Over the years, we started out as pagans and with no knowledge in a strange land, strange language. But over the years, we've established many institutions and written many books. And it's time now for us to proactively involve ourselves in what we have learned so we can fulfill what has been spoken, that we will return with great substance. So the knowledge that we have learned over the years is now time to be invested into creating the infrastructure. And then the world will know that Africa's diasporan children are a great people. And it's time for them to return home to their Promised Land. First things first.
The biggest, you know what the fastest growing, one of the fastest growing stock markets?
The Promised Land.
In order to deal with the family, we also realize that there are a lot of issues that affect the community.
The prophecy of Isaiah chapter 2 verse 4 speaks of a time coming when there would be swords in the plowshares and spears in the pruning hooks, and nation would no longer lift up sword against nation, nor kingdom against kingdom. Neither will they learn war anymore. Amazingly enough, on the 8th of August, the 8th day of the 8th month of the 8th year, we'll be coming together to fulfill what our forefathers said. We're going to put on our long white robe and we ain't going to study war no more. Millions like myself have already adorned in the long white robe. In fact, look at the multitude yourself and see, can you count the number? But that's only a markup of what will take place on 888. And you can be there when the saints go marching in. So you're given a personal welcome. Sign up. So if you miss this journey, you'll catch the next one. We'll be continuing to carry 40 people each journey until our job has been accomplished.
Come out of her, my people.
The Promised Land.
Welcome.